Okay, we are back with the second part of our broadcast here. And I'm still enjoying my time with my two Ovaherero brothers. And I want to ask them specific questions today that I want to understand with regard to the Herero way of doing things and so on. So this is also for us as a learning, as the other tribes, just to, learn from them and to hear their cultural ways, how they see things, how they see life, and so on. So as we are on this journey of self-realization, self-determination, as we are trying to find our roots, trying to find where we're coming from, and so on. So for those of you that have got interest in these things, you're at the right place. Okay, guys, tell me about the Otjiramue thing. I want to know, for an outsider, what betekent Otjiramue and how does it happen? Toch, alsjeblieft.
Okay, Otjiramue is a Ovaherero word for the word cousin.
Cousin?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Omuramanji.
Nehi.
Yeah. Okay. Usually back then, the Hereros, when it comes to Hereros and their cows, and especially their cows at home, they don't want this. Usually, globola in other traditions, we call it globola or paying when you have to marry a lady from another family, give a few kettles, then they go and so on. But now, I don't know where it originally started, but they wanted to keep it in the house.
Okay.
The kettles. So now, how do you do if you have to keep it in the house? Your uncle's kid. If one is from the male, one is from the female.
Okay.
They are kids now, which are cousins.
Okay. Yes.
This whereby they were given to
each other.
They say, oh, why should you suffer? You cannot find a wife anywhere else. Take your cousin. Take your cousin, and anyway, also if you take your cousin, also the kettle means that it will remain.
Stays in the house.
Yeah, they are not going out.
So the best honey.
Yeah, the kettle stays there. That is actually a bit of information that I know, but Mohan will give you more when it comes to the Otjiramue now. He will go, because he's very, when it comes to Otjiramue.
Okay, you guys can also share if you have a few Otjiramues in South Africa. The wife knows most. The one thing I like about the Hereros is also weird, not for weird. So yeah. Okay, but if it's too sensitive,
no.
Let's not share anything that you're not comfortable with.
No, it's not actually.
Otjiramue is it's very interested and inspire. How can I say? Sometimes people they think it's very bad to have your Otjiramue. And they don't know, they don't understand the culture.
Yes. We want to understand.
Yes. The Otjiramue is very, very good thing. It's where you, in those days we don't have us having a psychologist. We don't having what do you call? Whatever can assist you in your marriage when something goes wrong. Which is my Otjiramue that can help me with. I don't know. Some people they think is when they hear Otjiramue, it's only about ladies. No, Otjiramue they can be a man, which is my cousin, whereby I can talk freely, openly. I can open my book to Lolo, which is my Otjiramue, and say, man, I go through this and this and this. How can you have this? But know that today you are going to psychologists that can comfort. But in those years, they were not those things. And as I start to grow as well, you see, I didn't manage to speak so. It is whereby since sometimes you push in those people there in Otjiramue to strengthen your muscles a bit, and then you come back there and say, you are, you see, in the economy, a man. Sometimes you are not that big man. These people gonna teach you a lesson to know what is life all about. What is really? No, sometimes it's not a hurry. You focus near you. And then when you say that don't carry and my fragments de handel.
Misschien bij stress.
Ja, om de sweet command. Wat is but this means for you,
Yeah.
come baby. Alva, you stay, don't carry, pere, what, este, what, amends come the brain, what is a promise for you? The other information is for you, it's not about social sisters or other. Ma, near no you, Otjiramue, and come, and if you begin any neck on. Dan voel je ja no. Kan maar mensen ook zo op die gegrepen.
Bestaan je?
Ja. Ja, ik ga wel geweest. Ja. Is één is een persoon dat kan je stoot maken.
Ja, is er only is more.
Ja, is hij je zegt dat kan niet even jou. Ja, is net je Otjiramue wat kan.
And also, you cannot say, for example, also you have a problem, a deep problem inside yourself. And you cannot talk to your little brother or your big brother sometimes about these things when it comes to manhood. And but the only free person that you can be open with when it comes to that is Otjiramue. That one you can talk, you can tell me, but no, things you have to do things like this. And also there was an old man who once told me this. Sometimes when you get married, you have your wife. Sometimes the ladies also they are big, they are naughty. After a few years, you hear that the lady will say that this man does not bring me to that level anymore, or he's not that good. Sometimes it can even last even in two years in a marriage. Then the lady wants to leave you for a reason that has to do with your performance in a blanket and so on. Back then they will do sometimes they will go and report you. The lady will go and take you, maybe talk to her family and say, no, but I have a problem with my husband. Or I just don't want to be with him again because of this and this and this. Yeah. But then because you started maybe with your Otjiramues, if your wife now is there embarrassing you in front of everybody, saying all the words that they want to say, it was a waste of time.
Then the
Otjiramue can come and say, that one I know that.
Yeah.
If it is that department, there is no way.
Because the Otjiramue will tell the wife you are lying.
You are lying. Because if it is that department, you are lying. Because I know him. Yeah, that is also
that's how open.
That's how open you are sometimes with Otjiramue. But there is also the concept of like the people think that Otjiramue is somebody because it's Otjiramue is somebody you have to go and sleep with or be intimate with. No, it does not work like that.
Okay.
Never. You don't. We have a lot of Otjiramue's cousins. We have grown up with. No, we have never touched them because it's not. Other people see it as a sexual thing. Otjiramue. No. Our cousin for us is a person that is. It's just like any other lady. If I have my wife and I'm intimate with my Otjiramue, I'm cheating. It's adultery. You cannot touch because lawfully and also morally. If you are married to one person, you are married. If you are not married, maybe you are single and maybe you have Otjiramue here. Yeah, it's one thing, but. People have to take this concept of when Otjiramue is a must. You take no.
Okay. So that's a misconception.
That is a biggest misconception.
Especially people they only hear about Otjiramue, they think it's
free flow.
It's only food that you can eat.
Anytime.
No. I see.
It depends on the two. What did you see one another?
Yeah.
Did you really attract to one another? Did you have feelings for one another? It's only what about. You are not stepping on any Otjiramue which is yours. No, we have a lot of Otjiramues.
Yeah.
But you cannot do that. So it's not allowed to say I will do what I want to do to my Otjiramue. No.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, you have to talk to her. It's a human being. It's another.
As a lady. Another lady. Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's a lady that traditionally you can marry.
Okay.
Yeah, Otjiramue you can marry in our culture. So because it's a person you can marry, it means the way you approach her is also you can approach any other lady the same way because it's how you approach the person.
But I think in the Damaras and the other cultures also you can actually marry that person because the Otjiramue is most now the is it uncle's child? The male child, not the aunt child. Also the aunt's child. Also.
My mother, me, my mother, and my mother's sister. My mother's sister's child is not my Otjiramue. Yes. My mother's sister's child is if it is a boy, it's my brother. If it is a girl, it's my sister. But my mother's brother's child
Yes.
is my Otjiramue.
So there's a distinction
Yeah,
there.
yeah, there's a distinction. Yes.
Now I think that applies. I'm not. This is strictly under correction, but I think with the Damaras it's the same thing.
Yeah,
I'm really not sure.
can you marry your uncle's child?
I think you can.
Yeah, there it is.
I think you can.
Yeah,
But I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Really, I'm really not sure.
You know, even heroes whereby they bring that one for you to have a lady. It's there where they say now about cattle. In those years, we know that heroes was farming with cattle, so our business was cattle. We were having posts or whatever, plots that we taking people farming. There is a house place here, but there is some what you take here for the grazing to other places. So now, when you are going there or when you are there, is whereby you are giving also a lady that this company you are helping you, which is your Otjiramue.
So
In order for you now to then they will see each other. Are you a man? Can you even sustain these people? Can you look after them? In every way you start your house, you are not telling them, now I'm going to my house and do what. You are always calling this, I go to my father's plot. So like we don't have our own things. You say your father, it must be your shelter. Because we know that the world is very dirty and every words of sharp word coming from other people is gonna cut you and destroy your life. When you everything is yours, when you see someone having a big house, having a big car, driving a nice car, and having a lot of cattle, and that cattle can be yours, but you must say it's my father cattle.
I see.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah. That is
just
that
protecting
is,
yourself
protecting.
from jealousy and
every those things. So now, when you come by Otjiramue, is where they give you that one and see how this really man he can handle.
And look after a family,
yes.
start a family.
Yeah.
That's for an unmarried guy.
Yes, when you are unmarried. Yeah, when you are unmarried.
So your Otjiramue,
Okay, now one good thing of Otjiramue when you get married to your Otjiramue, there is no way that he will run away and say, I will go to my father's house, I'll go to our house, and then I'm isolated. No. When she ran there, it's also good. Let it go. When I go there, I will go to visit my uncle.
So you will always meet.
I will go to my uncle's house.
Yes.
There is no boundary where you cannot stay. I will not go there because that man is angry of mine.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I am the one who took everything for that man because he's my uncle.
He's younger.
And my uncle is like a mother to the person because I am one. When the heroes get born, when you are born, you are. As you are not, let me say, when you are not married, let me say my mother was not married to my father. I am fully independent under my uncles.
Okay.
Yes, they are fully responsibility for me.
Yeah.
I cannot go and get married without my uncles.
Yeah.
So
when
the
when I go and ask the wife, now which is not my Otjiramue or which is my Otjiramue, I have to spoke to my uncles, and then they are one that go and ask the wife.
So an uncle has got some significant power.
The most power you can say.
The uncle.
The uncle has got the most power when it comes to in our life, me as a person. If I have strong uncles under my back, no, my friend, I'm sorted for life.
And then only when your mother is married to that your father, to that person which is now my father, now I will be responsible for my father's family that take over and say, okay, that is your kid. But if my mother is not unmarried to my father, my uncles is there, which is your father. I will go there to my uncles anytime. And when he's died, his heritage it's open for me because I'm his fully child. I am the child which is now. She knows that is my sister's son. So there is no way. I told you already in another period that the mother will remain as one. Yes. So now I have fully ownership. So when I also mess up to her and say, okay, I want to stop her not to come to my father's house. of my mother's house, she have no boundary there. Also to come to her auntie.
Because this one is an aunt.
Yes, it's to her aunt.
I
She
see.
will come and visit anytime.
I see.
Yes, there is
So-
no way.
So with this Otjiramue concept, the Hereros are actually fencing themselves off
Yes.
from the other tribes, you know.
Yes.
So that's why mostly Hereros marry with him.
Yeah. In
That's fact.
Yeah, yeah.
Hereros